Hey guys, Richard here, Downgrid Survival. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Yes, I had a viewer tell me that yesterday on one of my videos. They just didn't like what I was saying and told me to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. And I find it ironic. You know, I laughed. Couldn't help but laugh. But you know, I find it ironic because a lot of people on the right side of politics tend to say the same thing about people on the left side of politics. Tell them stop drinking the Kool-Aid. And now you have someone who clearly didn't agree with the things that I was saying. And yes, I'm, as you know on this channel, I'm quite a righty. But they told me to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. So it sparked a thought and an idea in my head, and that is, you know, well, one, just how divided we are, and we know just how divided our country is. It's terrible. But how there is so much bad information, misinformation, that one side is just poking at the other one, telling them to stop drinking the Kool-Aid and stop all this nonsense, and yet the other side is doing the same thing. And it's really sad that we evolved to this. Now, I know there are people on the left that are good folks that are probably moderates, you know, just don't agree with everything that's going on, and certainly don't agree with the far left politics that are happening, all the nonsense and monkey business that's going on in the far left. But there's a lot of people in the middle, and it's just so sad that you can't trust anything you see or hear anymore, and you second guess everything you see and hear, and so no one really knows what to believe. We just gotta do our best to take in all this information and you know, kind of chew it up a little bit, sit on it, consider it, and come to our own conclusion of what's happening, because there's no one out there that you can trust to tell you what is happening and what is right and or what is the truth and what isn't the truth. Hopefully all of you don't need someone telling you what is right and what is wrong. That's a God-given gift that everyone should have, that have a basic understanding of right from wrong. But I'm just talking about truth and half-truths and complete lies, and some of it you can clearly see right through it. And I made a comment, and I should probably go back and delete the comment because I got a little heated, and I'm above that, right? I shouldn't allow that to happen. So I'll probably go back today and find that comment and just delete it. But yeah, it's hard to rise above it, stay above it, because it gets under your skin just a little bit. But here's the thing, you know, what is going on? You guys saw what was happening right in front of me. Got a tractor trailer stretched across 4 lanes of traffic trying to make a left turn, and he's got 4 lanes of traffic blocked, and people are driving in the grass trying to go around him because they don't have any common sense to just stop and let the man through. You know, there's no red light here, so he's just doing the best he can. But anyway, that's all any of us can do, is the best we can, right? So, but anyway, without making this a long rant, it just, yeah, so that comment just really got me thinking about how things are just so messed up that you just can't know the truth. And I want to believe that there's a lot of good folks out there just listening to the wrong information. You know, I can't believe that there are so many people out there that are just so far left leaning that they just have these ideological ideas that are just so off the page. I'd like to think that there's a lot of them that are just simply being misled, and if they could just find the truth and find a source to believe in, that they would probably wake up and realize just what is happening. But when you have government officials out there gaslighting the nation every single day on almost every single issue, trying to get you to believe one thing when with your own eyes you can see something completely different, but they tell you, no, you don't see that. You know, that's not what's happening. You know, they change the definition of words just to try to squeeze it into their agenda. How can people on the left that are still supporting this administration or still believing in their policies, how can they possibly think that all this is okay? You know, how can they possibly think? Because again, I keep going back to the idea that there's still a lot of good people on the left. They're just misguided. Not everyone is eccentric as you know, some of them. Then I'd like to think that there's just a small handful that are so far left-leaning, that are so deep into the deep state that they're just screaming the loudest and making the most noise and getting the most attention. But I'd sure like to think there's a lot of good people somewhere in the middle still that, man, they're just not seeing it. They're being spoon-fed information from the media. And, you know, just like that video I put out recently, where I gave you the link to the video that shows all the media across the nation regurgitating the exact same thing, word for word, and just shows you how controlled the media is, from one network to another, how they're all just under the control of one or two people. And so when you have somebody who, you know, don't have an open mind, and who's not seeing things for themselves and making their own decisions, but are easily influenced, and unfortunately there's just a lot of people that are easily influenced, when they see this brainwashing material and they flip the channel and they see the same brainwashing material, they believe it. It must be true, because everybody's talking about it. So therefore, the few of us that see through all this mud and chaos and lies and half-truths, you know, we become the bad guys, because, you know, we're just, you know, we're just against all this, and, you know, we don't believe, and we become radicals because, you know, we're not just following in line because the media is telling us all this stuff and everybody's saying the same thing, so it must be true. And it's just disheartening, and nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it except prep. So keep prepping, keep your head down, and that's a big decision I'm gonna have to make here soon, whether or not I keep poking my head up, or if I need to just start laying low and focus on myself and my family. And because I don't see a way around this. I don't see us getting through this at all. So yeah, decisions that have to be made. We got to make them soon. But hey guys, appreciate all of you. Appreciate all your support. Appreciate your comments. Keep prepping. Keep doing the best you can. Keep learning. And be aware of your surroundings. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video.